Too many books. I have a memory of talking about these unhauls, but where? Because I don't need them. Who's to say? Should be me, but you know. Well, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Shoshana here to talk about some new friggin' books. And I think I have a couple of unhauls to talk about as well. Who's to say? Should be me, but you know. Yes, I do have a couple of unhauls that I already unhauled. So, the first one that I unhauled, at least did I talk about it? I have a memory of talking about these unhauls, but where? Did I record like a random clip for it? I'm not sure, so I will talk about them. But they're gone already. The first one is The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel. I enjoyed that when I read it, but I just don't see myself ever rereading it actually. Like over time, I just realize it's not one that I feel any kind of, oh yeah, in the future I want to reread that. Versus Station 11, another one by Emily St. John Mandel. I have reread that several times and probably will read it more times in my life. But this one, for whatever reason, just was, no. And then one that I tried reading recently and DNF'd, Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. Just wasn't the vibe for me. Was not getting along with the authorial voice, writing style. I was already very irritated with the characters. So I dipped out and already unhauled that. And then one that was from frickin' August that I hauled, The Slain Divine by David Dalglish. This is the third and final book in the Vagrant Gods trilogy, adult, epic, fantasy, gods among us, questions of faith and religion, and faith being used as a tool against a people, etc. Very interesting. Underhyped, I think, series. I didn't love it though, and I don't see myself rereading it. So I've already read this, and I will be getting rid of it. I'm actually going to give it to Roger because he has read this whole series. He's the one that recommended it to me, but he only owns the first book physically. So I'm gonna give him the second and third one because I don't need them. Then in September, I got a copy of The Bullet That Missed by Richard Osman. This is the third book in the Thursday Murder Club series. Oh yeah, this is where I got it from. Books and Bears in Florence, Oregon is where I got this. This is a little bookmark from there. This is the only one in the series that I felt like I wanted to reread. I enjoy all of those. I enjoy the characters in all of these books for sure. They're great. But a couple of them, the plot wasn't my favorite thing. The mystery wasn't my favorite, but this one I really liked the mystery and everything going on in the plot. So I grabbed a physical copy so I could potentially reread. And if you watched my, September? One of my fucking vlogs where we went to Oregon, I picked up these books from a local author. The place we stayed was this Airbnb, and it was outside of Eugene, Oregon. It was like 45 minutes in this little place called Mackenzie Bridge, which is like not a town. There was this general store / restaurant, and then like one other building right across from it. And like that was the town. There's not anything there. But when I went in there, these books were on display, and it was like meet the author or like local author or whatever, and it had a picture of the guy and this picture. And I looked over to like behind the counter, and I was like, hey, I think that's the guy. And it was, he worked at the like general store place. And I was like, you're the author, right? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, so cool. I was like, I read fantasy. So I picked up these two books. And yeah, it's the Argosia series. And I think this is the first one, right? I'm pretty sure this is the first one. But yeah, like dragons, steampunky. And this first one here, let's read the synopsis. Balian, and Embra, outcasts of two nations on the brink of war, find themselves forced to travel together for mutual survival. Soon they are drawn into an ancient game of power being played between immortal dragons whom the entire world had presumed extinct ages past. Upon discovering what was at stake, they must make their choice to put aside their differences and help recover an ancient talisman of enormous power, or forge their own path in the beautiful, savage world of Argosia. Across the sea to the south, an empire founded by the dragon Toravir has turned from its magical heritage and looked to the realm of science after her disappearance. The men of the empire shun the use of magic, instead using their mighty legions and strange devices to achieve total dominance over the continent after long centuries of conquest. Darius, a shadow of the empire, spies and assassins trained to use a blend of alchemy and forbidden sorcery, is tasked with retrieving the talisman at any cost. So yeah, sounds freaking fun. I'm down to check it out. Self-published, local author. Thought it was cool, so I grabbed these. We shall see. Also in September, I was sent this by the publisher, Angry Robot Books. This is Wings of Steel and Fury by Sarah J. Daly. I want to get to all of these. God damn it. Too many books. This one is fantasy as well. It says, file under Fallen Angel, Between Heaven and Earth, Wings of Desire, and Sibling Rivalries. The actual synopsis: Prince of Splendor, heir to the great throne of honor, a winged god, betrayed, crippled. Eleazar Starson has been cast from an airy world of light and beauty to suffer in the below. Avernus, a world of darkness and despair. Scarred by industry and war. A terrible world, a human world. Broken and lost, a god struggling in the mud, Eleazar falls in with fury, an outcast, and her brother, Diver, a deserter from the brutal war that is tearing apart Avernus. But if he wishes to return to Splendor and reclaim his place among the Angelus, to quench the desire for vengeance that burns in him like molten metal, he must trust Fury and Diver. And crippled as he is, a half-angel, no better than a human, he must find a new way to fly. Together, the three must survive war, treachery, and rebellion to find freedom for each other and the world. Sounds like could be a fun fucking time. Fingers crossed. Then in October, I acquired finally Monstrous Volume 9. I did a reread of all of the volumes of Monstrous that are currently out. I had not read 8 and 9, read those. 10 is coming out next month in December, and I'm very excited. And yeah, Monstrous is a graphic novel series, as you can probably see, that is so fucking amazing. It's adult, I would say very adult. It's like lots of body horror, gore, extreme violence, horrified war, atrocities of war, and like genocide. It's, pretty serious in nature, but it's just such a grand, epic, fucking cool world. It's like sci fantasy a little bit. We have old gods among us, kind of demons slash gods slash monsters, who knows? So much going on with like politics between these races of creatures. I love it so much. And I love our characters. I love Maika. I freaking love Kippa. Oh my god. Kippa is the best. And Ren. I love it. And then also in October, I received this as a gift from my mother randomly, which I fucking love. The Names by Florence Knapp. And I did not have a physical copy yet. This is the UK hardcover, and I love it. It's so pretty. I think it's just, yeah. Sorry. These are the symbols that are at the start of each chapter for each character. It's 3 different versions of the same character. But anyway, yeah, I'm very excited because I did not have a copy yet. And I do like the other cover as well, the US cover, but I also really enjoy this one. I wanted both, so now I have the UK one. Yay, yay. Love it. One of my new all-time favorite books. This one, I'll read the synopsis. You've probably heard me talk about it though. Tomorrow, if morning comes, if the storm stops raging, Cora will register the name of her son. Or, perhaps, and this is her real concern, she'll formalize who he will become. It is 1987, and in the aftermath of a great storm, Cora sets out with her 9-year-old daughter to register the birth of her son. Her husband intends for her to follow a long-standing family tradition and call the baby after him. But when faced with the decision, Cora hesitates. Going against his wishes is a risk that will have consequences. But is it right for her child to inherit his name from generations of domineering men? The choice she makes in this moment will shape the course of their lives. 7 years later, her son is Bear, a name chosen by his sister, and one that will prove as cataclysmic as the storm from which it emerged. Or he is Julian, the name his mother set her heart on, believing it would enable him to become his own person. Or he is Gordon, named after his father and raised in his cruel image. But is there still a chance to break the mold? Powerfully moving and full of hope, this is a story of three names, three versions of a life, and the infinite possibilities that a single decision can spark. It is the story of one family and love's endless capacity to endure no matter what fate has in store. And like literally just reading that, I want to read it again, and it makes me emotional just thinking about the story. It's beautiful. I always want to say there is on-page domestic abuse. There's a lot of mental and emotional abuse like shown on page, but there is a few scenes of pretty violent physical abuse on page as well. So be forewarned. But yeah, that is currently it, I think. Ooh, let me look. Digital hauls. I have several. I have several digital hauls. Oh God. Starting back in June, I got an ebook, and this one I got for free. So it must have been like an Amazon First Reads or something. The Naturalist Society by Carrie Vaughn. What is this one about? Who knows? Oh yes, this one is historical fantasy, and it's tagged as having some queer rep as well. In the summer of 1880, the death of Beth Stanley's husband, I don't know why I said that so weird, Beth Stanley's husband puts her life's work in jeopardy. The magic of arcane taxonomy dictates that every natural thing in the world, from weather to animals, can be labeled, and doing so grants the practitioner some of that subject's unique power. But only men are permitted to train in this philosophy. Losing her husband means that Beth loses the name they put on her work and any influence she might have wielded. Brandon West and Anton Torrance are campaigning for their expedition to the South Pole, a mission that some believe could make a taxonomist all-powerful by tapping into the Earth's magnetic forces. Their late friend Harry Stanley's knowledge and connections would have been instrumental, but when they attempt to take custody of his work, they find out that it was never his at all. Tied together by this secret and its implications, Beth, Bran, and Anton must find a way for Beth to use her talent for the good of the world before she's discovered by those who would lay claim to her rare potential and her very freedom. Sounds cool. Then I also got an ebook copy of The Memory of the Ojisi by Moses Osei Utomi. This is the third book in the Forever Desert trilogy. It's a trilogy of novellas, and I don't really know how to describe it. And these they kind of can be read in any order, honestly. But yeah, I'll just read the very quick little blurb. The epic conclusion to Moses Osei Utomi's critically acclaimed Forever Desert series, The Memory of the Ojisi, shatters every truth, interrogates every lie, and is a story of oppression you'll never forget. This whole series is very folk tale in nature, in the way that the story is told. And it's one of these that you're like, what exactly is going on? And this book, you don't really know where it is in the timeline, and the author did that on purpose, where it could be way in the past or it could be in the future. You don't know. It could just, because there's names that you recognize, but he's like, it's not necessarily the same person you've seen before. It could be someone else named after them. And it's very interesting. I will give it that. Then I got a copy of the ebook of Bad Alpha by Catherine Moon, which I DNF'd. Bummer times. That is an Omega-verse paranormal romance situation. Then a couple of ebooks that I ended up getting rid of or unhauling. Blades of Magic by Tara Edun. I tried reading that a while ago, DNF'd it. Beautiful Assassin by Stephanie Nicole Harris. I think I did a try a chapter of that and wasn't vibing with it. Got rid of it. Then though, I did buy an ebook version of Children of Gods and Fighting Men by Shauna Lawless, which I DNF and will be getting off of my Kindle. So that was a quick haul, unhaul, turnaround. And then A Darker Shade of Midnight by Lynn Emery I purchased on ebook. And I did read that for Blackoween, and I had some issues with it, but I might try the second book in the series just to see if there's an improvement on some things. And then Quarter Storm by Veronica G. Henry, ebook version that I did pick up and I did read, and I did not love. Did I finish that? Or did I DNF that? I think I DNF'd it, yeah. Didn't I? Yes, I DNF'd that, for sure. So that one I'll also probably be getting off of the Kindle. Freaking bummer. And all of these were the ones that Children of Gods and Fighting Men. I think they did have copies at the library, but it was like a forever wait, and I just wanted to try it, so I got the ebook. But then Darker Shade of Midnight and Quarter Storm, my library didn't have at all, so that's why I bought copies of those. There was only a few bucks each, but I hate doing that and buying them and then being like, JK, I don't want it anymore. That's why I try to use the library, but here we are. And that is all, as far as I know, right? There's nothing else that I need to talk about that I got? No, I don't think so. I went through my, my carport has like a storage closet that was a hot ass mess of boxes stacked on top of each other, and like so many of them I hadn't gone through, and I'm so glad I did, because one thing I found is my fucking CDs from my childhood. Let me grab. Well, not really childhood, like some like from high school, but then like college and after college. But I have all my mixed CDs, my burnt CDs, like of all these different genres and seasons, like summer 2009 mix, like whatever. My rap mix from some year, just regular mix, summer 2009 dance mix, slow levy mix, girly mix, like all of these. All American Rejects, country mix, new radio songs ending 09, beginning 2010. I'm so excited. And then all of my like regular CDs as well. Christina Aguilera, Destiny's Child, Mariah Carey, this is another Destiny's Child. Gwen Stefani, I think this is like, yeah, Lisa Marie Presley. Pink, Can't Take Me Home. Joss Stone, NSYNC, John Legend, Get Lifted. Oh my God, I'm so excited for that. Alicia Keys, Songs in A Minor, Element of Freedom, Goo Goo Dolls, Dave Matthews Band, Maroon 5, Jack Johnson. So excited. Music from the OC, NERD, Ludacris, Gorillaz, Eminem, Outkast, Aaliyah, Lil Mo. I love that CD. Fucking Lloyd Banks, G-Unit, Cisco, Unleashed the Dragon, Kanye, Late Registration, some country stuff, just so many. Creed and fucking Evanescence. So many. And then Christmas. Yeah. I'm so excited. Ah, God. But I also found a bunch of my old childhood books, and a lot of them I had to get rid of because they had been water damaged and had like mold on them, like black mold. So those went in the trash, but I did find a couple like literally like childhood, like early reader books that I just have such nostalgia for. So I wanted to keep them just for memory's sake and for nostalgia's sake. But there's a bunch that were fine that do have some nostalgia, but I'm gonna see if my friend who has a little girl, if she wants them, and if not, I'll put them in some like little free libraries or whatever. So that was fun, yeah. And I found a bunch of photos also, and I'm putting them in photo albums, so that's fun. But that's all the books to talk about today. Oh, I do actually have one on the way that I ordered from bookshop.org, and that is The Black Fire Blade by James Logan, the second book in the Last Legacy series. I have The Silver Blood Promise right here, and I quite enjoyed that last year when I read that. It was just like a fucking fun fantasy adventure time for me. I think some people didn't like love it, but I don't know. I just went into it like not knowing what to expect. And I just had fun. It wasn't maybe the most like profoundly moving thing I'd ever read, I guess, but I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the plot. I don't know. I thought it was a good, fun time. So I'm excited for the sequel, and we shall see how I feel about it. And yeah, it's just adult fantasy. I don't even remember really what happened, but yeah, that's the second book anyway, so I don't want to read the synopsis for that. And that finally is everything. My God. Let me know if you have read any of these, any that I've unhauled or that I am hauling or have hauled, or if you're interested in any of them. Like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.